Hi everyone and a very good day to Sir Arman. We are from Class IB20 and Group 2 will be talking about factors that influencing international pricing strategies. Before we start, this group consists of 5 people, which is me, Eileena, Farah, Hamimi, Salma and Nureen. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about international pricing. International pricing is one of the most difficult component of international marketing. Developing an international price plan is significantly more complex since it incorporates various domestic pricing elements. To put a great strategy into action, we should start with some math, market research, and gathering consumer insight. Having a strong pricing strategy in place can help us in a better meet customer expectation by explaining why our prices are higher or lower. Now there are 2 types of factors which are internal and external.
Internal factors are those that exist within an organization and are hence controlled. These elements are critical in price decisions. They are also sometimes referred as organizational factors. Therefore, there are 2 factors in internal that influence the pricing, which are microenvironment and marketing mix. Let's look into microenvironment first. There are 7 components in there, which is employees, supplier, customer, competitors, society and culture, organizations and relationship. Employees is based on how the team thinks about the pricing, and profit will dramatically affect their attitudes and conducts, discouraging or encouraging inadvertent and purposely sabotage of their price strategy by salesmen and other staff members. Next, supplier give the required production components to the firm. The corporation will be able to drop its pricing if it can reduce its production expenses. If this is not the case, client will be charged for the additional production expenses. For example, a rise in the price of fuel or diesel. If a corporation can get the essential raw material from supplier with a reasonable price, it may be able to cut the price of the goods. The third one is customer. Customer have a critical part in the company's success. The primary goals of corporations is to meet the defined demands of consumers. While selecting a proper price plan, customer must be taken into account. Even the pricing is too low, while it may initially attract client, it will not maintain them in the long term since they will just move elsewhere when lower rates are offered. Now we move to the competitors. Market competition is an important component in determining prices. Pricing also impacted by current knowledge of what competitors pay for similar things and what future prices rises or declines are feasible. It has a huge impact on pricing. Next is society and culture. Pricing in international markets is significant concern for retailer and manufacturer. Many businesses make the error of not tailoring their pricing approach to the nation in question. Before even expanding into new areas, they, online seller or producer should take a thorough look at the psychology, price perceptions and importance of numbers to optimize their sales. The second last factors in microenvironment is organization. The selection of the sales price is a key policy choice for the company, and the accountant may play essential role in the decision-making process by giving management with expenses related to the price decision at hand. Lastly is relationship. Service pricing is one of the customer's satisfaction criteria among price and customer loyalty. Contentment is the most important factor determining consumer loyalty. It is worth noting that researchers examining customer satisfaction as a result of relationship marketing argue that in long-term relationship, a client expects not just high quality from the core service but also additional incentives from continued contacts. Next is marketing mix factors. Pricing can be viewed as a critical aspect in determining a company's success. An organization's performance is based, among other things, on a thorough examination of the marketing mix elements, namely product, price, location, and promotion. First is products. If a product differs from its competitors by a fair amount, such as a novel style, design, packing, and so on, it might charge a premium in the market. If the product offers differentiating traits, the company has more leeway in setting prices, and buyers are prepared to spend that price. Furthermore, price selections are dependent on the cost of production. If a price is set below the cost of manufacture, the business must incur a loss. Let's move to the prices. A pricing aim should embody your product's sales, financial, strategic, and product objectives, as well as retail price expectations and levels of available stock and manufacturing capabilities. Maximizing profits, increasing total sales, matching rivals' rates, deterring competitors, or simply surviving, are all possible pricing objectives. In the promotion, when a company temporarily lowers the price of a product or service in order to entice customers. A brand inflates the value of a service or product by lowering the price for a limited time and creating a sense of exclusivity. Client acquisition can be aided by promotional pricing, which entices price-conscious clients to buy. It could enhance revenue, improve customer engagement, and improve cash flow. Last factors in marketing mix is place. Geographic pricing is a technique for adjusting a product's sale price based on the buyer's location. The difference in purchasing price is often determined by the cost of transporting the product to that location. However, the discrepancy might be due to how much people in that location are willing to pay. Companies will attempt to maximize profits in the markets in which they operate, and regional pricing can assist them to do so.
That's all for internal factors. Now we move to the external factors. There are numerous factors that influence international pricing strategy. First is the country population, which refer to the group of people in the country or places. It is one of the macroeconomic aspects that can influence international pricing decision. Each person's gender, age, level of income, education, and employment are all demographic elements that need to be considered before making price decision. Different price tactics will be required to attract different types of persons. Next is economic and market structure. A market is a gathering place for buyers and sellers to meet and exchange goods and services. When there is a lot of competitors, there is a bunch of goods supply from different companies that are competing to dominate markets, and it also raises difficulties to entry for startup businesses. Monopoly, monopolistic competition, oligopoly, and perfect competition are examples of market structures. Different types of markets will face different types of challenges, as well as demand and supply.
The third one is legal and regulations. Government and industry restrictions can have a variety of effects on the selling price of numerous products and services. Government's taxes, licensed, subsidies and experts in handling product and services can cause a price increase. Different government rules and regulation each product and services will cause different selling price in the market. When we understand about the various ways regulations can affect pricing methods, we will be able to take proactive steps to improve our sales as soon as we hear about the regulations' impending arrival or as soon as it's already arrived. Move to the next external factors, which is political and government. Different governments imply different rules and policies in different countries, which eventually will affect in price making. Policy developed in a politically stable country will differ from policy developed in an unstable country. A stable political system can make business-friendly decisions that benefit both domestic and foreign businesses. Unstable systems pose challenges to the government's ability to maintain law and order. Protectionist policies are typically implemented to raise domestic economic activity, but they can also be implemented to address safety or quality concerns. The fifth factors is nature environment. There are plenty reason why nature affecting the price, which is resource availability. This happen because when resources are readily available and can be obtained in the local market, the price will be lower than standard price. Therefore, when it is not available in local market, the price will increase since it need to be import from other country, and importing products or service will cost customer more. Raw material also one of the reasons, since consumer need to prepares to pay more for higher value goods. Manufacturer will invest more resources to produce higher prices goods in all other conditions stay constant. Next is climate change. When climate changes occur, the price will be altered since certain firms will take advantages of the chance to collect money from individuals. Not only that, but nature effect also one of the reason. Because of the natural disaster like COVID-19, government has taken responsibility for limiting price increase in supermarket. Lastly, pollution affect the pricing since the raw materials that are difficult to contaminate cost a lot of money to the corporation, make the product more expensive.
We move to the next external factors, which is culture. Basically, culture affects a consumer's lifestyle, so brands do focus on the cultural values of their consumer in order to make them believe that they really know their consumer well. For example, in Chinese culture, the number 8 represent good luck and fortune, whereas number 4 represents bad luck. Brands can use this as their pricing and marketing strategy. Brands can avoid putting number 4 in the price and putting number 8 instead to increase their sale. Social factor is important as well as other factor. Social problem, which is commonly acknowledged that markets overcome coordination challenges in complex systems. Nevertheless, it is less clear how markets do so, and what implication of this social problem. Price in products should be affected because of logistic issues. In addition, social status and power distance, which basically involved in rich people lifestyle and poor people lifestyle, can make a difference in pricing. Lastly is technology. The cost of production goes down, and consumers will demand more of the product at lower prices. Basically, technology keep on producing more products than other industry. But because of this, the products lower their prices more faster than other industry. For example, iPhone or Samsung smartphone, their prices of the latest products can be expensive, but rates of the prices to go lower is faster.
As the conclusion, it is a requirement for business owners to go through all these factors and analyze how these factors give impact to the business and their image before making a final decision. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.